Now listen to me, Caesar. There can be only one talking chimpanzee on Earth. The child of the two talking apes.
20 years back. From the year, Senor Mando, when the two talking apes arrived on Earth.
And we believe that the male and female talking apes have come to us out of the future.
A month before the talking apes arrived on Earth.
From now on, you have but one assignment. To find that talking ape.
He's a performing ape for my circus.
Talking ape? That idiot!
This chimpanzee...
Get out of retraction immediately. Announce that the talking ape has been apprehended and put to death.
Incredible! The talking apes!
Happy Halloween, ape fans! I am Richard Woloski, and I want to welcome you to our Talking Apes Halloween Ape-tacular. This is your Planet of the Apes podcast, where we celebrate the TV series, the ape community, the films, the comics, vintage to the current, everything Planet of the Apes. Now, this episode will be so ape-tacular that I can't do it alone, so I need to pull Kevin back from the Zeus verse. Hey, Kevin!
I'm back. I am back. I've been communing with simian culture. But I'm back.
Okay, did you get a chance to see all the Z's? The Counselor Zeus, Dr. Zeus, and Dr. Z?
I was hanging with the rank and file troops. I was hanging with the gorillas.
And you lived to tell the tale.
I lived to tell.
No, don't tell him I said that. Don't tell him I used that T word. Do not use the T word around the apes, and do not use the B word around Zira. Don't say bananas. Do you know what she does? She loathes them.
I loathe bananas.
She says that, but does she really? We'll have to dive into that another time.
We're gonna debunk all those ape myths. We're gonna start with that one there.
Mm-hmm. I believe this episode will not only be ape-tastic, it will be banana-diculous.
Yes, I'm going to leave that in the show. I'm going to leave that in the show.
We're going to need some help. Now, which one of these buttons brings Patrick Izzo in from the Apoverse?
Hit the button on the left, the big red button.
Big red button. There we go.
Hey, you did it. Hey, Patrick.
Hey, Richard and Kevin. How are you guys?
Great, man. How you doing?
I'm doing real good.
We're so happy to have you on our big Halloween Ape-tacular. This is going to be an ape-tastic episode. I'm trying to fit in as many of these ape words because I know what really annoys Marco Goshewitz.
That's right. He has to come to grips with the appeal of it all.
Oh! Now, throw in some kind of reference to William Apespeare. That'll really set him off.
William Apespeare.
Oh, no. You know what? We gotta leave Mark alone.
Poor Mark.
He still listens to the show.
Right. And I know what he's listening for, vampires and...
Oh yeah. All right. Well, we have got a huge episode coming up. Not only are we concluding the last issue of the Beware the Planet of the Apes comic series, but we are going back to Ape City to go trick-or-treating. And Patrick, this time we're bringing you along.
I'm happy to be with you guys with this one.
Oh, you say that now.
Yeah.
and guess what? This is our 11th anniversary episode of Talking Apes.
Yeehaw.
Talking Apes premiered.
11. I can't believe it.
Yeah.
I mean, I missed a bunch of them, but for the ones that I have been here, it's been quite wonderful.
You guys have been listening since October the 6th, 2014, right?
Somewhere around there.
I don't know if I met... Did I meet you? When did I meet you? I don't even know.
You met me around the Max Effects podcast days.
Yeah, but what year was that? I forget now. It was pandemic-y time?
That was right before the pandemic-y time.
Yeah.
All right, so Kevin, you're just coming back from a trip to the Planet of the San Diego Apes, I hear.
I actually visited the Planet of the Apes. If you want to know what it's like to visit the Planet of the Apes, go to the San Diego Zoo because they have apes. Lots of apes.
And did you get up close and personal?
Actually, I did. I shot some video that you boys might be interested in. Why don't you take a look?
Okay, there's you. You're showing your phone to a gorilla. What's going on there, Kevin?
Well, I just thought I'd see how this gorilla felt about actual talking apes. Turns out he was very interested.
He is mesmerized. Look at him.
Almost all the apes except two of them. Two apes in particular, he lost all interest and walked away. Unfortunately, it was the final two apes.
Okay, it's a picture of me and you.
Yes.
Did he just shun?
Yeah,
Did he just shun us?
He was fine with the apes, but the non-simian types, not so much.
I've never felt more slighted in my whole life. Dissed by a gorilla.
Note that he was totally at peace with Dr. Z.
Oh my goodness.
I'll bet you Dr. Z's friend Dana Gould would find that interesting.
Did you see any orangutans? Or just the gorillas?
Oh, yes. I saw several, also non-apes. I saw several types of monkeys, but yes, definitely they have orangutans and they have gorillas. And as you can see, you can get right up close to them. Like, I got to tell you, so, I've seen videos of, nature things where they're encountering gorillas. And I always think, man, what would that be like being that close to a silverback? And I got to tell you, he was right here. I'm going, here's my phone. And there's just glass about that thick between us. And it was, there was a moment that I was going, I was like at a loss for words. I was like, I cannot believe. But I kept looking in his eyes and he was so into it. I can't even explain it. But I can tell you though, what's funny is generally people walk up and they are not interested, but he could see from a distance that he could make out that, oh, wait, what's that on your phone? He came right. You could see how close he got. Once he realized what it was, he was like, yeah, keep going. Bring it. You've noticed. I'll show you.
I'm sure he's heard of talking apes before. I'm sure I'm sure he had listened on October the 6th, 2014. Okay, let's bring it right around there.
You notice in the video he starts moving with his head like this. He's like trying to get me to swipe. Yeah, you'll see. You'll see.
Funny. That's funny. All right, now with that, let's break down the fourth and final issue of Marvel's Beware the Planet of the Apes. This issue is titled Showdown in the Forbidden Zone. Published on April 17th, 2024. Written by Mark Guggenheim, art by Alvaro Lopez. The Beneath the Planet of the Apes excerpts were written by Doug Monch, and the art was by Alfredo Alcala. Cover artist of this issue is Taryn Clark. So, Patrick, let's start with you. What are your thoughts on this cover?
I think this cover is great. Like, if this came out and was on the rack at 7-Eleven when I was a kid,
I know
this would definitely grab my attention because it's got like really everything in there. You got all your major characters. You got excitement going on in there. I really like how, compared to like the old 70s Marvel ones, they really capture how the actors look in this makeup. I think really kind of everybody but Nova. Like, I don't really necessarily think that looks so much like Linda Harrison, but everybody else, I mean, you can tell exactly who that is from the movies. This is a great cover for me.
I'm in line with Patrick, plus a couple other things. There's a really strong pose of Cornelius there from an artist standpoint. I really love that pose. Very strong. From what we know in the story so far, I like the shot of Zira scheming. Wouldn't you say that she, helped instigate this a little bit? I get the feeling that she is it's that whole thing we were talking about in the last episode about her working behind the scenes. That I sense that in that look in her face there, and then of course the ape in the background there, the ominous over in the fire. It's very exciting, and that's when I'm with Patrick. Overall, if I saw this as 7-Eleven, I'm going yoink, picking up my Big League Chew, grabbing my Slurpee, grabbing this, and I'm out the door.
Absolutely.
All right, now This, to me, is very classic Planet of the Apes. I feel like this was inspired by Battle of the Planet of the Apes, and I feel like this pose by Cornelius was taken from a Roddy McDowell image from Battle of the Planet of the Apes. I love how everything is pointing to the right. We have Cornelius's point. We have all the Gibbons charging into battle. We even have Colonel Jarl's profile all going to the right. Zira's head is to the right, but her gaze is looking to the left. And this tells you that she's not on the same page with everybody else.
Or scheming.
Oh, she's big time scheming.
Yeah.
As we found out in the last issue, yeah, she was scheming and manipulating for the Hope's colony to go into war with these gorillas just so she could get in there and save Lucius.
And the fact that you think this echoes what goes on in Battle is cool, because I don't think Battle gets enough love.
Right.
That's one of my favorites. Not just because of Bobby Porter, but I really love
Virgil.
or Virgil. I really love how adamant Cornelius is in this film. In the first film, in the second film, he's very much the scientist, very passive, but now he is a warrior. Now let's go on to the Facebook comments. We put this cover out on Facebook and ask all the Ape listeners to comment, to weigh in on the cover art. Now, Anthony Mark, he always comments before the post even goes up. I don't know how he does it. He's like Johnny on the spot. He says, "I love this cover art. The colors look great and enhance the character." David Braun, hey David, he writes, "Nice cover, but a little shocked as one would think Cornelius is an ape of peace." Oh, so we were on the same page there. He is a ape of peace in the beginning, but you know what? All these battles and wars and conquests, they can turn a good ape. Now, Ian Reschke says, "Very powerful cover art. Definitely is giving me conquest vibes."
Yeah.
It's funny how everyone sees something different. Now, I'm going to show you some of these variant covers. There's only one variant cover for this issue. Now, what do we like best? This variant or the one we got on the newsstands?
Gee, let me guess.
There's this one, and this one here really features Nova, and it looks like she is at the forefront of this battle. And really, you know what? I don't want to spoil anything, but she kind of is, isn't she? And these gorillas are more Planet of the Apes, the gorillas from the films and TV show, where they're wearing the leather vests and the plum outfit. This is not the Hominidae Empire apes, the gorillas. So I'm going to go with the one we got, the digital cover and the newsstand cover. Okay, do they still sell these on the newsstand? I don't even know anymore.
Right.
I think they're just
I doubt it.
Yeah,
Comic
all
book
digital.
store?
Yeah, you know what? I miss me a good spinner rack. All right, so what do we think?
I definitely go with the newsstand version, the original version. This one's not bad, but I have to choose between the two. I don't think there's no contest for me.
Yeah, this one here is more photorealistic, the one we initially got. So,
yeah.
Kevin, what do you think?
I know it's not very exciting, but Patrick used all my words. It's exactly true. It doesn't really lead your eye. The other one leads your eye across every piece of that in such a way that you don't miss a detail. I just noticed that the way my eye was led on this one, plus it's not, the colors aren't as vibrant. It's a little washed out. And, I just zoom in on Nova, and then I'm just, what are all the apes at 50th Street? I don't know where to look, and the action is, if in a vacuum where you had nothing to compare to, you might go, oh, this is a good cover. But when you put it side by side, I can see why they went with the other one as the primary.
I also think the variant's generic looking, because like I said, in the other ones, it captures how these characters look on film. And the variant doesn't capture any of that. It's just almost like someone just drew a generic picture.
I think it also kind of, like I was saying before, is it really, if you've read the other 3 issues, it culminates everything we know up till now in that original artwork. Everything we've read thus far, as soon as I saw that, I went, oh yeah, here we go.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
All right, so the verdict is in. The newsstand digital cover wins out. All right, now let's go over the synopsis of the storyline before we wrap things up with this series. Zira's nephew Lucius went missing. It is with great trepidation that they turn to a human ally, a young woman who will someday earn the name Nova. But the search for Lucius brings them all deeper into the Forbidden Zone, which is forbidden for a reason. The search for Lucius brings Cornelius and Zira, along with their human guide Nova, deep into the Forbidden Zone and find the ruins of an ancient stadium, unaware that a society of telepathic mutated humans reside within. The colony's leader, Ivana, reveals that Lucius is being held prisoner by the dreaded Hominidae Empire, an ape city controlled by militant gorillas. Now, Zira has persuaded Ivana to wage war against the gorillas before they attack them. Only is she manipulating them into battle just so she can save Lucius? How much of this will Nova remember when she will someday meet up with Taylor, an astronaut from another time, another world? Okay, we ready to get into the story?
Ready.
Do it.
Battle of the Hominidae Empire. Cornelius looks out into the savage battle and mutters, "Mad. The world is going mad." He then sees several gibbons locked up in cages. These gibbons are locked away to be used as servants, but not if Cornelius has anything to say about it. He gets a large rock and breaks the lock with a
Chalk.
The door opens, but the gibbons just stand there.
He's giving him away out of the room. I don't get it.
You are firing on all cylinders today, Kevin.
Well, I have been communing with the apes in person, so
That's true. You are now one of them.
yes.
All right. Meanwhile, Zira kneels before Colonel Jarl's charging gorilla army. At the last second, she is pushed out of the way. Now, when you saw her being pushed out of the way, did we know who it was going to be?
Oh, but wait a minute. Wait a minute. Could it be her nephew?
Yes, it was. It was Lucius. Lucius explains that he escaped when all the guards joined the battle. He then tells Zira that a big gorilla tried to interrogate him to find out the location of Ape City. And Lucius says,
They're planning to invade our home.
meanwhile, the grisliest thing I've ever seen from Planet
Oh,
of the
man.
Apes is happening on another part of the battlefield. A gorilla soldier is squeezing the life from Nova. "I'll make a necklace of your eyes." Well, this one from
Here's looking at you.
a PG comic to like an R-rated comic. Wow, that's pretty bad. But hold on, will it get worse? I think it will. She reaches out and finds a spear and... Okay, read it more deadlier. She stabs this spear right through his eye. Oh, and they bring things back to a PG rating. They give it to you in silhouette.
Well, I'm pretty sure you got the point.
Kevin, oh my goodness.
Too many Bond movies. Too many Bond movies as a child.
All right, now, when we last left off with Ivana, she was being lifted off the ground by Colonel Jarl by her throat.
I'm going to kill you slowly for this affront, but only after I've crushed every single one of you humans like the bugs you are.
Ivana responds, "Bugs?" She manifests a bug hallucination from her mouth, which freaks out this battle-hardened gorilla, and he races away on his horse. All right, I did not see that coming. This guy sees a cockroach, and this is going to freak him out.
Right.
Back at the gibbon's cage, Cornelius is trying to get them to escape. One of them speaks up and says there are too many gorillas, and they're too strong. Cornelius says that if they all work together, they can stop them. Another gibbon asks, "What gives you such hope?" And Cornelius replies with a familiar speech. Patrick?
Where there is fire, there is smoke. And in that smoke, those who love peace will wait. We will wait for the inevitable day of tyranny's downfall, the day of the writing in the sky that speaks of a new tomorrow. But until that day is upon you, we must fight.
All right, now this is one of my favorite speeches from Conquest of the Planet of the Apes. But now,
Yeah.
what is your interpretation of the line where there is fire, there is smoke? Because you would think that would be flipped. Where there is smoke, there is fire. But he says where there is fire, there is smoke. Patrick, what do you get from that meaning?
I think he says it that way in Conquest too. I think he says it backwards like that. Does he not?
Yes, he does.
Yeah.
I think I could be wrong here, but it's more of a point of view thing. When people say where there's smoke, there's fire, you're not at the source. You can't see the source, but the smoke tells you that there's a fire. I think he's saying, from his point of view, I'm at the fire, and smoke is going to happen. I think it has something to do with where he sees himself in this.
Yeah, because in Conquest, he's standing amongst burning buildings. He's standing all around flames.
Right.
So I take your point of view on that.
What I've always gotten from that is where there is fire, there's going to be smoke, and you can't see inside the smoke. There's going to be things hiding in smoke. So just when you think you've seen the worst of it, because there's a smoke cloud, and that's hiding something that is going to rain destruction upon you.
Right. That's part of, I think, where I was going with it. But it's a point of view thing, because next to the fire, you're feeling all the heat and everything like that. It is generating smoke. It's going to confuse things. It's going to cover things. You can't see what's going to, necessarily what's happening. I think the old phrase is more like, if this, then that kind of a mentality. If there's smoke, there's fire. This is more like reacting to what's happening in front of you and what the violence causes that you can't prepare yourself for, like what you were saying, Richard.
Yes. Yeah, and I really love that. I think that is brilliant, and I've never heard it said anywhere else but in the ape films.
Where there is fire, there is smoke. And in that smoke, from this day forward, my people will crouch and conspire and plot and plan for the inevitable day of man's downfall, the day when he finally and self-destructively turns his weapons against his own kind, the day of the writing in the sky, when your cities lie buried.
That one phrase, I think there's so much there.
Right, and as Virgil would say, where there's bananas, there's daiquiris. So,
it's always banana and daiquiris with you. All right, let's move on. Now, back at the battle, Kennard, who is a Hope's colony soldier, he tells Ivana that they have to fall back. Nova, with weapons in hand, approaches. She is ready for another fight. Now, what weapon does it look like she's holding right there in that middle panel?
Morningstar? What is that?
It looks like a Tusken Raider gaffy stick.
Yeah, it does.
Yeah.
I don't think that's an accident, because that is a gaffy stick if I ever saw a gaffy stick.
Yeah, I think you're right. That's definitely lifted, but in a great way.
Like a gaffy bat.
Mm-hmm.
Because it doesn't have the back part, so it's like a one-handed gaffy stick.
Okay, now this isn't the only Star Wars reference, because now we're going to get an Attack of the Clones moment.
Oh, of course.
The heroes are surrounded, but they are ready to fight to the death, just like the Jedi in the Geonosian battle.
Around them, a perimeter create.
Kevin, have you been rehearsing all day long?
No.
All right, now, just as the clones had descended on the Geonosian arena, Cornelius charges ahead with a full army of the Gibbons. Now, look at this panel right over here. Those Gibbons are running at top speed here. They are going full tilt, because horses can run fast. Look at this. I want to see this in a movie.
Did you commune with the Gibbons, Kevin?
You know what? The gorillas got most of my time, I'll be honest with you. The orangutans were chilling. Everybody else was just kind of chilling, and they were grooming each other. But the gorillas were the most social, believe it or not.
He didn't lead them in a revolt of the zoo.
No. We were communing on the big things in life,
I think that gorilla was trying to get you into this false sense of security. Hey, yeah, I want to look at your phone there. Show me some more videos.
Oh, well, once I realized how thin that glass was,
he was studying your weak spots, Kevin.
I did have a moment there. Like when I noticed how thin that glass was, I was like, yeah, he could just twist my head off like a bottle cap if he wanted to.
Just flick it like a fly, and boom.
Yeah, There we go. Done.
You risked your life for this show. Congratulations.
That's right. That's right. But it turns out he sensed the apeness in me, and we got along just fine.
No, yeah, you broke out into your Zeus voice. He's like, "Oh, I'm so sorry, human. You're one
General,
of
come
us."
over here. I want to show you some pictures. Now, what does this remind you of?
Right now he's talking with his friends. Hey, you'll never believe this man Zeus thing I saw. They call it a Kevin. All right, now where were we in the story? Here we are.
Gibbons attack.
The Gibbons attack. Zira commands Ivana and her few soldiers to also attack. Nova gives a soldier a shock with her gaffy stick. Kevin, what does that sound like? That shock?
Shunk.
Ivana then pierces a soldier, a gorilla soldier, through the torso with a shunk and says, "This is for Lila."
That was in the last issue.
Yeah,
Lila's death.
Yeah, Lila was Ivana's second in command, and she went down in this
Well done,
battle.
Patrick. Good job.
Thank you, sir.
All right, now Cornelius rides up on horseback and tells Zira and Lucius to climb on. Zira says they have to stay and help. Cornelius comes back with,
"This isn't our fight, it's theirs."
and he's talking about the Gibbons, but I want to say, like hell, this is your fight, Zira. You stirred this whole thing up. You can't just walk away. I'm losing a lot of respect for Zira. And the Planet of the Apes film, my least favorite character was Taylor. I think Taylor's been beat by Zira. I didn't know she was so manipulative. Oh, come on.
Gosh.
Look how many people we've lost so far. We don't even know how many were killed off the panels. She brought this war on herself just to go in there and save Lucius. She's being a little selfish, wouldn't you say?
It's a little selfish. I'll give it
A little selfish. She brought on this war that what may not have even happened. Colonel Jarl is buried under a mound of gibbons. Ivana tells him to order his troops to stand down, and he says,
"I'd sooner drown in my own blood."
Jarl, don't go there. Don't go there. Look what happened last time.
You.
Ivana tells him, "Fortunately for you, there is another option." Lucius is amazed at this talking human. Zira tells Lucius she can do more than that. She can control people with her mind. Jarl slowly gets up and orders his troops to stand down.
Ooh.
The guerrilla soldiers and the gibbons are baffled by this command and stop fighting. Ivana says that she can keep this mind control up long enough to march these gorillas into the cages where the gibbons were kept. As for Cornelius, Zira, and Lucius, Ivana says she has a difficult decision to make. Oh, we know what's coming. Back at Hope's Point, Ivana says that even though the Hominidae threat has ended, apes still remain a threat to what they've built here. Zira promises that she'll never tell anyone. I don't believe that. I don't believe a word Zira says anymore. But that is too risky for Ivana. So she says she has to replace their memories with a harmless memory of finding Lucius near the border of what they call the Forbidden Zone. Wouldn't it be funny if she dropped him into the land of Oz?
Right.
Let's call it back from the last issue. I'll take your courage, I'll take your heart, and I'll take your brain. It's right there.
And you love bananas, Zira.
I loathe bananas.
All right, Cornelius looks sad, and he says,
"So it will be as though none of this has ever happened."
And Ivana says, "No, quite the opposite." Ivana's mind powers are in full force. She says, events will unfold without you having any memory of what you experienced here, but the impact on your subconscious will remain. The future, where Taylor gets caught up in the Planet of the Apes, surfaces. Oh, look at this. Now they're rolling in panels from the Planet of the Apes, the Marvel adaptation.
Yeah, this is my favorite page.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Everything is here from Taylor's hearing with the Council of Orangutans to his escape and asking Lucius if he wants to join them when he leaves at the very end of the film. Now, these panels were taken from the Planet of the Apes adaptation. Once again, they weren't redrawn. They were taken from that adaptation and included here. And I love this technique.
Yeah, this was great how they blended all of that together. I mean, as soon as I saw that and got to that page, I just studied the whole thing. I'm like, this is so cool that they wrap all of that together like that in one page.
I think I studied this page for about a day just to make sure I got every bit out of it. Even
Yeah.
you can even see her mutated face on one side of the panel and face on the other side of the panel. Maybe this should have been the cover. Well, no, that would have been a spoiler. Never mind.
Yeah.
Ivana says that the future is dark, and the less they know, the better. She puts Cornelius, Zira, and Lucius under a trance, but decides to leave Nova's memory unaffected. Now, Nova leads the sleeping apes out of Hope's Point on horseback. Ivana tells Kennard that she sees 2 rockets. One for them, one for us. Now, what do you suppose that means?
I was thinking the fact that they're talking about the one for us is the one that they took in Escape. Because they found that rocket, repurposed it, and that's how they went back in time and got back to Earth. That's how I read that.
Okay, because I always thought that was the Icarus that Cornelius and Zira and Milo, that's the rocket they took off in.
But there's 2, because there's Brent's and there's the Icarus.
So they're not, now they're both landing at the same time. So okay, so she's seeing events from Planet of the Apes and Beneath the Planet of the Apes.
Yes, that's how I've read that.
I thought Beneath too.
Okay. Oh, I love that. Now back at Ape City, Cornelius and Zira are being berated by Dr. Zaius. Kevin, that's your cue. Kevin, give us your best angry Zaius.
You must take me for a fool. The 2 of you have been gone for a week. What do you claim you have been doing all that time, if not exploring the Forbidden Zone?
Very nice. They try to make up a story on the fly. It just doesn't work out. Zaius is onto them. Lucius had fallen into a ditch, and when they got him out, they were all turned around and took him days to find their way back. He's a doctor. He ain't buying this. Zaius knows something is up and just storms out. He does say that he's glad that Lucius is safe, but wishes Cornelius was more believable. And he mutters,
Lawgiver, grant me the strength to deal with young chimps.
Just then, he looks up and sees something falling from the sky. Cut to the inside of this falling star, which turns out to be the Icarus. Is this the end or the beginning? Woo.
It's interesting. I like the idea that he saw it fall out of the sky, so he was already going, uh-oh.
Yeah.
All right, that brings us to the end of Marvel's Beware the Planet of the Apes. All right, Patrick, what do you think of this series?
I liked it. I liked, again, how they not just tied in like the old Marvel comics, but like you said, it wasn't redrawn. They literally took them and stuck them in there. I thought that was fantastic. I like how it ended with essentially here's the beginning of the Planet of the Apes as you know them, because here comes Taylor's ship coming in. Zaius sees it. And the one thing I would love to have seen on film was the PG shot that they had to show in silhouette with the arrow going right through the eye. I'm like, how cool would that have been to have seen that on film? Even if they just suggested it, like if the camera panned away and you heard it, but you knew it was coming, like that would have been really cool to see on film.
Sure. And you know what? For me, I love a good prequel. I love this, and I really think that they need to do more of these ape series. This one, I'm sure sold well because, as we know, they keep making vintage apes merchandise, which means this stuff does sell. Collectors are buying this stuff. So give us more. We want more vintage apes. Kevin?
I like the way things tie together, right? We've got there's no connective tissue. It's all connected. There's no in between those. That's all, they all butt up to each other. And I like that here with this. I think that's fantastic. You know how I feel about the original 68. So I'm feel the same way as Patrick, that I love the way that they were able to recall those old panels and use it with the new artwork. It puts such focus on all the story that's already been told. It's almost like it brings it all together in a way. I don't know. I thought it was really genius. I'd like to see more storytelling like this.
You know, I want to see more storytelling in the Apes TV series timeline.
Yes.
That's what we need. And finally, maybe we'll get a Pete backstory.
Yeah, how you do that? You start that series off with that last frame of Zeus looking up at the rocket going by, but flip it and it's going the other way, and he's all, "Not again." There goes the neighborhood.
You let one dirty human in, and look what happens. It's an infestation.
I'm changing my profession. I'm going to become a counselor.
There it is. That's how it all gets tied in, right there. You're welcome, Marvel.
Yeah, Marvel. We're just giving you ideas. This is what the fans want.
We'll help. Come to us.
We only got one season of the TV show. You could pick it up right from there and do the other seasons that we never got in comic book
Could you
form.
imagine rebooting the TV series? Oh, Disney.
Oh, we've been barking up that tree for years, but hopefully they'll okay, TV show, a little expensive, comic series, okay, we'll give you this one. All right, now with that, are you ready to celebrate Halloween, Planet of the Apes, Talking Apes style? Kevin, do you recall when we went trick-or-treating at Ape City just a few years ago?
Oh, yeah, I can't believe we survived. If they ever knew we were humans in costumes,
we'd be lobotomized and put in a museum with Dodge.
At least.
Kevin, I got a great idea for this Halloween Talking Apes episode.
Don't say it.
Let's return to the Planet of the Apes. What do you say?
That's a great idea. We can celebrate the 50th anniversary of Return to the Planet of the Apes and have a watch party.
Oh, we can do that after we return from trick-or-treating at Ape City again.
Are you bananas?
Oh, Kevin, you're on fire. I see what you did there. This time, let's bring Patrick Izzo with us, okay? I'm sure he's going to love it.
Does he realize how dangerous it is?
Minor detail, but I'm going to bring him up, okay? Hey, Patrick.
Hey, guys.
Patrick, we have a great idea.
No, we don't.
Yes, we do. Patrick, do you want to return to Ape City with us to go trick-or-treating?
You guys made it back safely that last time, so yeah, sure.
We'll have you back before we even leave.
What?
It's a time-traveling thing. Okay, are you ready?
Wait a minute. Hun, I'm going to go trick-or-treating with the guys at Ape City. Do you mind?
Have fun.
She says have fun, so let's go. Come on.
All right, good. A full moon. We're off to a good start.
Maybe we should just hit Cornelius's house like last time and head back.
Wait, I think we jumped into an alternate timeline. Everything looks animated. I think we return to the Planet of the Apes.
I think you're right. This should be fun since we're dressed as the scariest, most horrible, dirtiest creatures around. Humans. Where should we go first? How about we go to the complex with the pigs and the vampires?
See, you see them too. It's not just me.
Let's start over here.
Trick or treat. Don't be scared. We're not real humans.
As I always say, the only good humanoids are caged ones. Or better yet, dead ones.
It's a good thing that we're not real humanoids then, huh? So, trick or treat.
You've got to admire some of these other costumes. There's a giant spider, a giant ape, bats, a dragon. And look at that death skull. They really know how to celebrate Halloween here.
I don't think those are costumes. Let's do a few more houses and get back.
This area is restricted. Do you have clearance to be here?
Sorry, we're just trick-or-treaters. We're definitely not humanoids.
Humanoids are too dangerous to exist.
We agree.
So, you do have something to hide.
What? We just wanted some candy.
There is something suspicious about this. A plot by traitors to get me. I'll find out who's behind it and make them pay.
Behind what plot?
Obey, obey, obey.
I think this is one of his special times. Let's keep moving. Trick or treat! Hey, do you like our costumes? Just keep in mind, we're not real humans.
Real subtle.
But I somehow feel that killing you is wrong.
Yes, let's go with that.
What are you watching? Is that the ape news? I mean, just the news?
There are no intelligent humanoids on the planet of the apes.
There's very few back in our timeline, too. Trick or treat!
It's Dr. Zayas.
Oh no, he's caught us.
Caught you doing what?
Your scientific knowledge can be of great value in capturing the talking humanoid. Good night, my children.
Talking humanoid? Is that a podcast here? Because back where we're from, we have talking apes. I mean, well, all apes can talk, right? All apes can talk, so that wouldn't be anything out of the normal, right? Right, guys? Right?
Absolutely, yes.
Yeah, sure.
We should get going.
Yeah, we'll see ourselves out.
Yeah, we'll contact you later on about that podcast thing.
Let's hit a few more houses, then we should head back.
Yeah, that's not good.
Did you see that? He just swatted away all those trick-or-treaters. Let's stay away from him.
When did it start snowing?
Hey, all right, no more sugar for you two. That dragon is heading right for our space capsule.
That was close. Let's not push our luck and head back before we're stuck here like Taylor, Brent, or Pete and Alan.
Yeah, I should get back soon. If my wife doesn't see me and her husband locate her app, she'll get worried.
All right, sounds good. Happy April-ween, everybody!
Happy April-ween!
See, Patrick, wasn't that fun going trick-or-treating at Ape City?
That was awesome. I wish I got to go the last time. This was fantastic. Thanks for inviting me along this time, guys.
Yeah, last time Cornelius gave us a whole big bag of nuts, but this time we didn't get any candy, did we? we forgot the one thing we went there for.
Could have been like Charlie Brown. I could have got a rock.
Yeah.
That would have been better than what we got, because right now,
yeah,
we got a good time in the animated Ape City. That's how we celebrated the 50th anniversary.
Indeed.
Well, that does it for this Halloween episode of Talking Apes. Big thanks to our Talking Apes Facebook admin, Patrick Izzo, for joining us. Patrick, did you have fun?
I had a ton of fun. I want to thank everybody that's been leaving comments in the Facebook page. You guys are really doing a great job. We're getting a lot of engagement, so please keep it up.
Also, let us know your comments of this issue of Beware the Planet of the Apes. Now, if you're just listening to us, we appreciate it, but if you really want the full effect, where you see every panel of these comics and you see us trick-or-treating in the animated universe of Planet of the Apes, then you gotta go to YouTube. Just look for the Skywalking Through Neverland YouTube channel, and that is our home. And we also want to thank Rob Dellinger, who composed the theme to Talking Apes. Please check out Rob's band at alpharhythmkings.com. Now, we are part of the Skywalking Network.
Skynet.
Where you can find other great shows like the Max Effects Podcast, the Neverland Clubhouse, Totally Tell Me Everything, Star Warsologies, and the flagship show, Skywalking Through Neverland. And catch the YouTube shows, Collectopolis and Today in Star Wars History. Now, stay tuned for bloopers and other fun conversational bits right after the credits. So until next time, this is Richard.
And this is Kevin.
And this is Patrick.
Now have a happy Halloween, go ape, and apes together.
Strong together.
Strong together.
Boom. And I want to welcome you to our Talking Apes Halloween. Nope, not spectacular. Ape-tacular. One more time.
I believe this episode will not only be... Let me try that again.
Hey, guys.
Spooky Patrick. Hi, Patrick.
Hey, Patrick, we've got a great idea.
What are we
doing? I'll tell you what. No, we don't.
You know, okay. Hold on, let's
start
again. That part again.
Caught you doing what?
One more time, just more innocent.
Caught you doing what?
One more time.
Caught you doing what?